Dane breaks down in first interview since ALS diagnosis. "I don't feel like this is the end of me." In a poignant and deeply emotional interview, actor Dane, known to millions as the iconic Dr. McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy, spoke publicly for the first time about his recent diagnosis with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a progressive neurodegenerative disease. The sit-down, which aired on Good Morning America, offered an intimate look into the actor's journey, revealing the profound impact of the diagnosis on his life and career. The interview, conducted by veteran journalist Diane Sawyer, was filmed just weeks after Dane announced his condition to the world in April. Viewers saw a side of the actor rarely captured on screen: vulnerable, reflective, and raw with emotion. In a teaser clip released ahead of the full broadcast on June 16th, Dane's voice trembled as he admitted, "I wake up every day and I'm immediately reminded that this is happening." The line, simple but deeply affecting, encapsulated the brutal reality of his new normal. Diane Sawyer, known for her ability to gently peel back layers of her interview subjects, poignantly summarized his mental state in one sentence: "It's not a dream." Dane, visibly overcome, nodded solemnly, repeating the words under his breath as if to solidify them in his own mind. "It's not a dream," he echoed, shaking his head in disbelief. The Emmy-nominated actor, now 52, has long been recognized for his roles on television dramas like Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria. Yet, in this moment, stripped of the characters and the spotlight, Dane was simply a man grappling with a devastating diagnosis, one that threatens to change the course of his life forever. When Sawyer gently asked, "Who was your first call?" after learning about his diagnosis, Dane's composure cracked. He lowered his head, tears pooling in his eyes. Unable to speak, he paused, trying to collect himself. The silence that followed was louder than any words he could have offered. It was a moment that underscored the emotional weight he has carried since receiving the news. The actor has not disclosed when exactly he was diagnosed, but reports indicate that it came just weeks after he reconciled with his estranged wife, actress Rebecca Gayheart. The couple, who shared 2 daughters, had previously filed for divorce but decided to call it off earlier this year, choosing instead to move forward together as a family. The timing of his diagnosis and reconciliation has led many to believe that the decision to stay together may have been influenced, in part, by the new and daunting reality they now face as a unit. In a separate conversation with People magazine, Dane spoke of the unwavering support he's received from those closest to him. "I am grateful to have my loving family by my side as we navigate this next chapter." He added that their presence has given him strength during his darkest moments. "This isn't something you face alone," he said. "It's something you walk through with people who love you." ALS, sometimes referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease, progressively affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, leading to loss of muscle control and eventually paralysis. The disease is terminal and has no known cure. The average life expectancy after diagnosis is between 2 to 5 years, though some individuals have lived longer. For an actor like Dane, whose career has spanned decades and who has long been physically active, the diagnosis represents a particularly cruel twist of fate. Despite the gravity of his condition, Dane made it clear that he is not surrendering to despair. "I don't think this is the end of my story," he said firmly, looking directly into the camera. "I don't feel like this is the end of me." His words were delivered with a quiet conviction that suggested a man determined to keep living, creating, and loving, no matter the obstacles in his path. Fans of the actor were also given a bittersweet glimmer of hope with the confirmation that Dane will reprise his role as Cal Jacobs in the upcoming 3rd season of HBO's Euphoria. His portrayal of the complex and often controversial character earned him critical acclaim and cemented his place as one of the show's most enigmatic figures. The decision to return to the screen, even amid his health struggles, speaks volumes about his dedication to his craft. The news of his continued involvement with Euphoria has stirred a wave of emotions among fans, many of whom took to social media to express their support and admiration. "Dane is a fighter," wrote one Twitter user, "knowing what he's facing and still choosing to act, to live, and to share his story. That's the definition of strength." Another added, "Watching him break down on TV broke my heart. But seeing him rise again, that's what inspires us." This isn't the first time Eric Dane has faced personal challenges in the public eye. In previous years, he opened up about his battle with depression and dependency on prescription medications, courageously using his platform to raise awareness about mental health. Each time, he emerged with renewed purpose, something fans hope to see again as he faces this new battle. Sawyer's interview promises to shed even more light on Dane's journey, including the difficult conversations he's had with his children, the adjustments he's made in his daily life, and his hopes for the future. According to production insiders, the full interview also features behind-the-scenes footage of Dane with his family, as well as messages from his former co-stars and longtime friends. Among those who have publicly voiced their support is Ellen Pompeo, Dane's former Grey's Anatomy co-star. In an Instagram post shortly after the teaser aired, she wrote, "There are no words for how brave you are, Eric. We love you. Always." The two shared many memorable scenes together as Dr. Derek Shepard's best friend and surgical rival, and their on-screen chemistry was matched by a real-life friendship that has endured for years. Eric Dane's interview is more than just a celebrity telling their story. It's a human being laying bare their reality in the hope of connecting, informing, and maybe even comforting others who are walking a similar path. As ALS continues to affect thousands of families worldwide, stories like Dane's are a crucial part of raising awareness and driving the push for research and a cure. As the world waits for the full interview to air, one thing is clear. Eric Dane may be fighting the battle of his life, but he's doing so with courage, honesty, and an unwavering spirit. His message resonates far beyond Hollywood. It's a universal reminder of resilience in the face of fear and hope in the shadow of uncertainty. Tune in to Good Morning America on Monday, June 16th, to watch the full interview with Eric Dane.